Hi everyone, Tamika here from Children of Christ Homeschool. I'm back with another video. This video is about our morning basket. I've decided to use a plastic Tupperware basket as opposed to a real basket, but because it's nice and sturdy. So let's get started. One of the books that we've already finished reading is Serving Your Community. This was a great read. My kids really enjoyed it. We're going to read Kwanzaa, the 7 Principles. December is coming up very quickly, and we do celebrate Kwanzaa, and I really would love for the children to start getting familiar with some of the language and the rituals that happen with celebrating Kwanzaa, or the traditions that happen when we celebrate Kwanzaa. Celebrating Kwanzaa, 7 days of Kwanzaa. And for poetry, we are going to read Poetry for Young People by Langston Hughes. We're going to read Romeo and Juliet for kids. We are currently reading Life of Fred, the Kidneys level, the intermediate series. We've already started this one. We're going to read Money Matters for kids. We've already started Journey to Freedom, the African American Library, Booker T. Washington. We are going to read The Very First Christmas. We're going to read about photographer Gordon Parks' No Excuses. We are currently reading stories from Eat Your Words, a fascinating look at the language of food. I really love this book. I would definitely recommend this book. It has answered so many different questions about food. Why is the sandwich called sandwich? And how did graham crackers get its name? How did Fig Newtons get their name? And all the different fun foods that we enjoy with our kids. It basically gives a history of, and it's just very short. We can read. It's just very short. Here's the story on graham crackers. And most of them are either one page or half a page. Here are 2 different, lobster Newburgh and macadamia nuts. So they're very quick and short stories that basically give you a history of certain foods. So that's a lot of fun to read. We are currently reading 22 Splendid Tales to Tell from Around the World. And I really enjoy this book because we are also studying in geography. We are studying the 7 continents. And so after we read each story, I like that it tells you where the story comes from. But after we read each story, the kids run and find the location on the map. So when we read this story, The Turnip, which is a Russian tale, they had to find Russia on the map, and they also had to tell me what continent Russia is in. So I really like that. And it's a lot of fun stories in there too. I Have a Dream, the story of Martin Luther King Jr. This is a poem book, poem a day book. I really like this book because I can read a poem about seasons, about holidays and so forth, and just really quick poems that you can read about different things. Here's a poem about Martin Luther King Jr. and when January begins. And so basically there's a poem for just about every occasion that you can think of. This book we've already started, and I somehow lost my bookmark for it, but it's Yes We Can, a biography of President Barack Obama. We've already read the first chapter, which basically talked about his dad, given a little bit of history about his dad. And finally, this is the last book, and we've already read this book. It is What Does It Mean to Be an Entrepreneur? And we kind of explained and talked about what it meant to be an entrepreneur. So this is our list of books that we're planning to get through. Hopefully by the end of December, by the end of this year, we will be done reading these books aloud. Generally, we have about maybe 15 to 20 minutes to do our read alouds in the morning. And like I said, we are reading these as a loop, which means I am not reading just one book at a time. I basically will read maybe one passage or paragraph from maybe one or two books each morning until eventually we finish the books. And so that way we are able to finish more books and cover more materials. And the kids seem to not get bored with changing up the story. So it's a lot of fun. So if you have any questions or comments about the resources that we have in our morning basket, please feel free to leave a comment. Please like and subscribe so that if you like more videos like this, I will definitely make more. Thanks so much for watching. Have a blessed day.